Hello everyone, it's Renee with Truepath, and I'm going to do a reading for you and some channeling. So let's take a deep breath. Whatever you need to know in this moment, for your highest good only. Only divine love and light are allowed into this space with us. Using your own intuition as I'm speaking. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what do you need to know? It's all for your highest good. Okay, I'm getting a path in the woods, and you're going from like you have bare feet, and you're going from like stepping on rocks and needles, and it's kind of painful, but you get to this like smooth like moss or grass, and it feels so like a relief, like, oh, that's so much better. Yeah, so you're moving into an easier time. Things have been difficult, even painful, but you know that you have to go through that. This is the way. Yep, this is the path. You can see ahead and you see that that's the path. Yeah, for some of you, I'm getting, how long do I have to step on these rocks and needles and stuff? Pine needles, by the way. Okay. And then all of a sudden you step onto this nice, cool, soft moss and grass. And it feels so much better. And you're like, oh, thank you. So stepping into an easier time. Yeah. Okay. That's good news. Okay, let's do some cards. I'm just seeing which deck is calling to me. Oh, Spirit Animal Oracle, which is always so lovely. It's one of the gentler decks that I have. Different decks have different energies, hey? All right. Okay. Overall energy. What do you need to know? Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. 20 breaks down to a 2. So polarity, duality, holding space for both. Holding space for, I want to say, light and dark. Yeah, holding space for the pain and the relief, seeing the contrast in it. Yeah, seeing the contrast. That's what we're here to do, is notice the contrast. Experience the contrast, yes. So as painful as something might be, going through it, we don't want that. We're trying to not experience that, but that is part of the full experience of being human. So this and that, excuse me, this and that are true. People have their different experiences, perspectives, accepting that what's true for you might not be true for someone else. Trying to understand that that is their truth. That's what they know. That's what they've been exposed to. Okay, moving on. And we get Seahorse Spirit, Watch and Wait. 53 breaks down to an 8. So for me, that is about manifesting. I'm getting like manifesting your new future. So watch and wait. Yeah, they're just saying, you'll see, like the path in the forest where you all of a sudden come to this beautiful, soft path. Like, just wait and see. Things will get better. Dolphin and seahorse, for me personally, are significant animals. They're very loving. They're also about relationship and unity, joyfulness, love. They're both about love for me. Okay. And owl spirit, you see clearly now. 43 breaks down to a 7, which is a direct message from spirit. So you see clearly now. Yeah, it's like wait and see. You'll see. Things get easier. So owls are about wisdom. They're also like messengers. Like, I'm here to tell ya, things get better. And it is from seeing that contrast, realizing that that is the point, experiencing the contrast. You gain so much wisdom from going through the difficulty and feel so much joy when you feel the relief. Yeah, you see why you had to go through that difficulty. It's like, oh, I get it. I get it. Now I see. Yeah. So for some of you, it's having some patience. I know we don't like to hear that, but yeah, you'll see. Okay. Let's do some Lightseers Tarot for clarification. With Dolphin Spirit, you get 2 of Pentacles. This and that are true. So holding space for both. Holding space for both the light and the dark. The contrast. Holding both at the same time. And for some of you, it's going back and forth between the two, as in experiencing something negative or difficult and then feeling the relief, and then something difficult again and then the relief. Yes, I'm getting like very quick switches to show you that it's almost to like drive the point home that yes, that's what we're here to experience. Like, something goes wrong, it's fixed. Something goes wrong, it's fixed. Yeah, like quick switches back and forth. Interesting. And Seahorse Spirit, Knight of Cups, love. Yeah, seahorses to me are about love. Yeah. I want to say like holding space in your heart for others who aren't on the same path as you. Just moving forward with love for yourself, first of all, but also maybe extending a hand or extending love, even just energetically. Yeah. I'm also getting like, it says watch and wait. So this could be a loving partner, friend, acquaintance, someone who shows a lot of love coming into your circle. A partner. I'm getting a partner, whatever that means for you. And you see clearly now 4 of Swords. Now you can rest. Now it's easier, right? 4 of Swords is about being in a battle, going through something difficult, and then resting, recovering, regrouping, healing. Yeah. So yeah, you see why you had to go through all of that. So if you need to rest now, you can rest. There, permission. Okay. All right, let's get some more. Yeah, I'm just getting relief. Oh, what a relief. Okay, with 2 of Pentacles, yeah. 10 of Wands. Like just carrying all that weight, all that burden, going through difficult times. Yeah, but 10 is the end of that, right? 10 is the end of carrying all that with you. No longer having to juggle all of the responsibilities, burdens. I'm getting this is like past weight. I'm getting ancestral, actually, ancestral trauma here that maybe you've been carrying with you. Yes, they had to go through that. You are going through your own battles, but what can you let go of? I'm getting, what can you let go of that's not yours? Yeah, asking, what am I carrying? What am I carrying forward? Okay, I'm getting, am I going through unnecessary pain, which seems counterintuitive, really, because all pain is necessary. We're going through things for a reason. But what am I carrying that I really don't need to carry anymore? That's for some of you. Yeah. Okay, and Knight of Cups, 7 of Wands. Yeah, this is like maintaining your boundaries, protecting yourself with this bubble if you need to. So lots of information coming at you, lots of, I want to say other people's opinions coming at you, but just kind of holding your ground in love, right? Protecting yourself. Not needing to fix anything, convince anyone of anything, just holding space for yourself. It's a very loving thing to do, to set boundaries for yourself. Some of you are protecting yourself, again, I want to say almost unnecessarily, like there are past experiences that you had to go through, but I'm just getting like, ask yourself, am I protecting myself from love coming in? I'm just getting you are already protected. You're already protected. And with the 4 of Swords, ooh, Emperor. Aries energy, divine masculine. Yeah. You've been through some battles and you've gained wisdom from those battles, from those difficulties. And so taking time to rest and regroup so that you can grow into this elevated version of yourself because you've been through it. So divine masculine knows how to take action, get things done, strategize, right? The Emperor is the amalgamation of all the kings. So yeah, he's been through it all and has learned all of the skills necessary. I just want to say, yeah, you've been through it and you maybe need time to regroup, even like protecting yourself, surrounding yourself in a bubble. But yeah, this is about like realizing, oh, this is why I went through all that. Makes sense. Because it brought me to all of this wisdom, all of this knowledge, all of these skills. I wouldn't have had that. I wouldn't have had the confidence as well to move forward. I'm getting spiritual warrior here as well. I wouldn't have the confidence that I have if I hadn't gone through all of that. Okay. All right. I'm being called to Soul's Journey for more information. All right. Love on the bottom. All right. Yeah, for some of you, you're just carrying too much with you. But it makes sense because it was difficult and you don't want to experience that again. That's our human nature, right? It's like, I do not want to go through that again. But you're realizing it was necessary. Oh, I get it now. Oh, I see why I had to go through that. Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness, right? So yeah, there's a little bit of carrying the burden with you into this next next phase. It's like, I never want to experience that again. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, just being afraid to experience something difficult again makes sense, of course. And so again, it says, I acknowledge my fear. It makes sense, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. I see now, okay? I see now why I had to go through those experiences. They were necessary. Painful? Yes. Necessary? Yes. And honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Accepting that, wow. Okay, accepting that this is your path. That's what I'm getting from that. Yeah, really owning it, I want to say, with this Aries energy, just really owning it, feeling confident in the growth that you've experienced, being true to yourself. Yeah, for some of you, it's like not feeling like a victim or blaming yourself, like feeling like you did something wrong because you went through that difficult experience. Yes, that's for someone. Some of you are feeling shame about going through a difficult experience. It wasn't your fault. It's not something to feel shame about. It just is. And it was necessary. Yeah, you had to go through that experience. So yeah, taking responsibility, like, oh, I made that mistake, or I knew I shouldn't have gone down that road, right? Our intuition, listening and recognizing that awareness, right? So moving from denial to awareness and honesty. Okay, yep, those were the steps that led me on that path. I don't want to do that again. So I'm going to do something different, but not taking on the burden of like shame. Yeah. Realizing that you had to go through that experience in order to learn those specific lessons, and that's okay. So loving yourself, knowing that you're loved no matter what. So now it's time to heal and move forward now with confidence, owning that, yep, I had that experience. This is what I learned about myself, about other people, and I'm owning it. Dang. Okay. Let's do final message here. Yep. Goddess power. All right. Final message, advice for you. What do you need to know? Gaia, Earth, beautiful. 16 breaks down to a 7. How beautiful. Empress energy here too. But Gaia, being held by Mother Earth, being in harmony with Mother Earth. Yeah, creating, Empress energy, creating from that space. So I'm getting Empress and Emperor, balance of divine feminine and divine masculine. Now that we realize, wow, now that we realize why we went through what we did, the mistakes that we made, taking accountability, we see now. Ah, wow. Okay, I'm going to read this for you. 16. says. Being grounded, slowing down, and remaining present in your body is the message the Greek goddess Gaia has for you right now. Perhaps you've spent too much time in your head lately and have not taken as good care of yourself as you would have liked. Get into a rhythm, make sure you get enough sleep, commit to spending more time in nature, and eat sustainably with conscious awareness. Gaia, the earth, mother of all life, invites you to pay attention to your body, for you are a creature of the earth as well as spirit. You are part of the living earth, which is the foundation for all of life that has a physical form. What form does your life take? This is the perfect time to take a closer look to ensure you're happy with it. You're also asked to examine the foundation of what you are building now. Does it feel solid and stable? Now's the perfect time to focus on stability and security, ensuring you move forward in a grounded way. The goddess Gaia reminds you that the earth is the playground for conscious manifestation, so be respectful of this truth. I think that's it, yes. Okay, wow. So grounding into the earth, spending time in nature. What are you creating? Being honest about, like, is this where I want to go? Is this what I want to create? Am I creating from a place of love for myself? Am I taking care of myself and treating myself well? Wow. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again next time.